Yeah. Well, the sun's out, as you can see in the reflection of the light in the vehicle. But the snow, oh man, the snow is still here. I'm about to put fuel in the car and just go fucking drive someplace south and go riding. It's just, I really, really do hate February. I mean, even though it's like my birthday month and everything, but god damn it. Every single year in February, we get the one last storm. And the storm comes right when we're progressing, like, hey, it's almost springtime, let's get shit going. Mother Nature is like, fuck you. But, you know, it is what it is. I got time to actually build another bike, so I'll have 2 for this season. It's just silly. But as for me tracking down parks, I got 6? I think it's 5. I'll say 5. There's 5 in 150-mile range. That I would like to actually ride. And I will guaranteedly probably be hitting 2 to 3 of those, primarily of the 5, like, consistently, as soon as the snow goes away. I never liked bulls, but apparently in the Northwest, wooden skate parks are rare as shit. And people kind of destroyed it for us. Piss poor riders, piss poor skaters, and stupid ass scooter kids have destroyed it. The number one issue back in my day, 20 years ago, when I was still riding really aggressive, the number one reason why skate parks always had, like, financial turmoil was because of the fact that they had insurance issues. And riders, skaters, we didn't have scooters back then, we had blades. They all didn't pay attention to this. And it was the only love of the sport that wasn't ever shown. So, in response of them not respecting the fact that, yeah, dude, you can send it, but don't send it that hard until you're ready to send it that hard. There's no first try wins on any trick. No matter what, even if you landed it first try and you wanted to send it a little harder the next try, you're still going to have to send it another try, because you never mastered it on the first one. It was luck. And for that, basically, especially skateboarders, I mean, I'm not going to be like, you guys fucked it up for everybody. But they have the biggest voice in anything park related, because it's a lot easier for a skateboarder to exist than somebody riding bike or blades. And then second to skateboarders, it's the stupid ass scooters. So when organizations come together and they tell the townsfolk, hey, we should keep the kids off the streets, let's build a park. You know how many voices ring up from the skateboarder community? The majority of them. Like, majority of us guys that ride bike and the guys that used to rollerblade a lot, there's still bladers out there. I mean, you look them up on YouTube and everything. They're still out there. A lot of them grew up and, you know, got out of it, but there's a lot of guys that are still in it. It costs a lot more money to build a bike or to build a set of blades. Yes, you can go to the store and buy a box that has the whole thing in it. Whole complete bike, whole complete set of blades. But mid to pro level builds, you got to do it by yourself. Unless you want to spend a lot of money. However, skateboarders, $200 buys you basically the most state-of-the-art skateboard you can basically build. Hands down. And $100 basically gets you to basically mid-level. Hands down. And when you break the board, you're just out $55. Unless you're buying a designer board. But they're all the same at the end of the day. Just a piece of plywood. Curved. Now, skateboarders would be like, no, that's not how it is. Yeah, it is. They're building a piece of plywood in a press. It's multiple layers of glue, multiple layers of fucking sheeting, and then fucking it heats it up, and then it's fucking all bonded together, and it's fucking got curves on it. Doesn't cost that much money to build a board. So, when you have that many assholes that it's cheap for them to actually do their sport, they're going to have more of a voice when it comes down to expressing what they would want in a park. But meanwhile, the bikes and, you know, people that actually want to ride good stuff or stuff that's going to be basically something that's going to help them progress themselves and not hold them back. The skateboarders, their stupid ass voice has propelled these fucking public parks because private parks are not existent anymore. They're not. The thing about it is basically Google search. Fucking indoor park. What's going to pop up? Almost 90%, if not more, in your area, all public parks are going to pop up. Outdoor pieces of shit. Designed by who? Oh yeah, skateboarders. Now, you can ride a bike on this shit, especially them brakeless pussies. Yeah, I called you guys pussies. Half-sending motherfuckers doing 15 miles an hour max speed. Yeah, you guys are half-sending it. You can ride skate parks designed by skateboarders. But guys that actually want to send shit, and guys that actually want to ride fucking 6-foot box, we can't do shit anymore. Like, fly boxes today are 4 foot. Because it's too scary for the skateboarders. How are guys on bikes going to progress? They're not going to go to the skate park. They're going to go ride street. All the local people are be like, why the fuck are people riding bike out on the street and fucking, you know, fucking up guys, you know, concrete this and handrails that? Why is fucking this guy busting his fucking face open on stairs trying to fucking, you know, do a 7-stair rail? Because they can't do it at the skate park. They can't send it. All your goddamn fucking BMX tricks that, you know, the youth does now it's degraded because of the fact that basically the parks don't allow us to actually go into full send mode. The reason why going brakeless is more popular because of the fact that the majority of the riders don't fucking actually, need brakes because they're not going that fast. The average speed of somebody on a bicycle in a bowl these days is around maybe 10 miles an hour. Now, they can cut it and fucking get it up to about 15, but, personally and on video, I have not seen modern fucking video of semi-pros and novices doing more than 20 miles an hour in any park. That was the average speed back in the day when I rode, was 20 fucking miles an hour. If you weren't doing 20, you weren't going fast enough. You weren't going to be able to do the overhead box. Oh, yeah, by the way, we don't have overhead boxes anymore. What the fuck's up with that? Most satisfying transition in any skate park that I've ever ridden in was basically they'd set up a box 4 feet higher than the goddamn fucking 6 foot quarter. You'd fly off the 4/6 quarter, go in, land on the box, peg back out, and then basically, hopefully not case your rear tire coming back out. And if you did that nice, you looked like a fucking boss. Wall rides. Wall rides are gone. Like, why did they take away the wall rides? Wall ride's the safest goddamn thing you can ride. I mean, granted, if you fucking go up it and then kick off your bike, you're obviously going to land straight on fucking flat concrete. But if you go up it and you biff correctly, you can slide right down the wall into the transition of the quarter. Takes all the weight out of the impact. No, we don't have wall rides anymore. Unless you go to paid parks. Which, like I said, fucking rare as shit. If you got a paid park in your fucking area, you better go and goddamn ride it. Because the majority of us other riders are like, what the fuck, man? We're over here complaining that we don't have them. And the majority of people that actually still do have them aren't riding them enough to make the park understand that bikes are riding their area. And it's just... it's kind of sad because of the fact that at the end of the day, nothing's going to progress in a positive way that's going to make riding BMX, go a distance. Nothing. Because the majority of riders... I drink all my coffee. The majority of riders these days are all youth. A lot of us mid-school guys are coming back. And we're all just like, what the fuck happened? We knew that basically the insurance was a big stepping stone that bike parks had to overcome. But meanwhile, bike parks never wanted to raise the price beyond $20 to get in. The major thing, the reason why basically the insurance rates are so fucking high is because of the fact that basically lawyers can get around the waiver. And they're not suing the park, primarily. They're suing the insurance company because they know they can get money out of it. All you have to do is have a clause in the goddamn fucking waiver that says you're responsible for your well-being, you're responsible for your skill level, and you're responsible, well, I don't know how you can be responsible if you die in a fatal accident. And you cannot sue us at all. And you cannot sue any entity that is related to our company. In that waiver right there, that's ironclad. But there's some law out there that basically makes it so that skate parks can't put that last part in there. I don't get it. You got all these fucking lawyers that know how to get around the waiver, but you don't have any goddamn lawyer in the beginning to actually understand how to make a waiver so that other lawyers can't barrel through it. And if that's the fucking case, just raise your rates. And I ain't talking about the insurance. I'm talking about the goddamn people that are coming through the door. Door card fucking prices, $50 fucking minimum. That extra $30 that you're charging over that $20 is going to cover your fucking ass. Maybe I can get a sip. Oh, that's it. That's it. But that's it. It's really, really, really fucking stupid. Personally, if I was actually going to go out there and actually build a park right now, yeah, I'd space the shit out of it. I'd put some fucking big ass shit in there. And put a goddamn sign on the door that said, if you wanted to ride anything smaller than 6 foot, the public park's down the street. Yeah. Bring back a fucking real park. And, you know, obviously, yeah, I'd make a nice waiver and charge out the ass to get in. Most people would probably talk shit about that, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, when your non-skill having motherfucker crashes on my fucking goddamn park, I'm covered. So, when my rates go up because you broke your fucking neck, and you know, I got to pay all this extra insurance because of the fact that you broke your neck, and then your fucking lawyers come after my fucking goddamn insurance company to, you know, take down the park. It ain't gonna happen. Because I'm paying a premium on my insurance. And you know what? Here's the other deal. The majority of parks, when it comes down to their board, because it is a big company to actually have a fucking goddamn skate park, and if they're not a big company, then they're fucking idiots. You sit down at your board meeting, and you have your representative for your insurance company there. And you tell them straight up, be like, look, we're shopping for insurance, and we don't want you guys to get sued, so with us paying you guys X amount of dollars, which is going to be an astronomical amount of money, we want you guys to actually help us with your lawyers to actually how to make an ironclad waiver for our park. And in doing so, you don't get sued. We don't get sued. Everybody's happy. Except for that fucking dumb dipshit that fucking full sends that shit and then fucking crashes and then cries to his mommy that he can't fucking use his left arm anymore. That's that. Nobody wants to do that shit. They want to sit down with their own shitty ass lawyer that's been helping them fucking get past their DWIs in their family and everything for the last fucking 25 years. The fucking lawyer doesn't know how to fucking make a waiver, so they make them generic ass Googled waiver and then call it a fucking day because nobody wants to put in the time for the most technical fucking part of a park. The wood ain't the technical part. All you got to do is just basically set lines up. The most technical part of a park is the waiver. Second to that, location. Nobody wants to drive fucking 80,000 miles and fucking go to some goddamn private park and fucking building. Third to that is building size. If it ain't 2,500 square feet with, 20 to 30 foot ceilings, people ain't going to be able to send it. Not to say it's going to affect modern day bikes because of the fact that you guys don't send shit. And then after that, obviously, it's a fucking design. And then what company you want to actually use to to, you know, cover all your fucking material. Because of the fact that basically, like, everybody believes Skatelite's the only company, and it's not. There's other fucking manufacturers that make that material. Now, I'm not going to say that those other manufacturers are great and everything, because the majority of my fucking riding, like, years that I have done, you know, aggressive riding it's always been on Skatelite. And Skatelite's a really cool company because of the fact that basically, the majority of the time, you can call them guys up and ask them, be like, look, can you send me a map of all the, you know, paid parks in my area? And Skatelite, it'll be like, yeah. It's not private information. The companies that Skatelite basically put out that fucking material to, they want you to be there. So the majority of those paid to get in parks don't mind if Skatelite gives up the fucking information. Now, Skatelite's not going to give you fucking private information about freaking guys that basically built shit in their backyard. You got to go fucking Google map that shit. And the majority of the time, you're going to find out it's skateboarders that don't actually own it. Because bike guys, we don't build shit in our backyards. Because, you know, well, it's just, like, the only thing we can build in our backyard is fucking half pipes, and the majority of current riders, they don't ride half pipes. Look at these goddamn pro fucking park riders right now. Like, you bring up half pipes and they're like, whoa, man. I mean, it's fucking stupid.